Welcome everyone to Power Rangers Centurion. This special one-shot, which you don't know the title of, is called Leah in Wonderland. This is what was happening with Leah McKenzie during the shenanigans of the Halloween interlude, and why no one could find Leah. It's very exciting. I'm very excited to be here. Very excited to do some world building with everyone's favorite Yellow Ranger. So do you just want to introduce yourself and tell people what you're up to?
Sure. So hi, I'm Katie, known as Dungeon Mistress Katie on all of the internet places and spaces. And in this game, I play Leah McKenzie, but if I'm not here, you can find me most Tuesdays over on, where do we do that? D in Denial on Twitch, and on Saturdays, sometimes also on D in Denial, playing D&D. But otherwise, I'm probably singing or assistant directing or teaching people how to audition. So lots of fun artistic things on my side.
Wonderful. I'm super excited to do this and to fill in some lore and some gaps and explain a few things. Unfortunately, by the way, you can use Roll20 or you can use physical dice, whatever you want. Since no one's going to see the dice thing. But so unfortunately, you start off where everyone else started off with the Halloween interlude. You don't remember what happened between a fight with a giant sentient fortune cookie monster in a Chinese restaurant. That is the last thing you remember. And then there was like some kind of gas or something like that. You're not sure even, but you just kind of like fainted or fell asleep. Like everybody just kind of fell asleep. And everyone else woke up somewhere else. You woke up by yourself in the dark.
Okay. Do I have anything on me that emits light?
You do have your wrist morpher on you, which it has that thing that all phones have, that weird flashlight setting where you like can't control how bright it is, but it's
okay.
there.
All right, yeah, no, I'll use that to
yeah.
sort of see if I can see anything around me.
I did not do a trigger warning, so I don't know if you'll need a trigger warning for being trapped, but let me know if you need a trigger warning.
No, okay.
You are in a prison cell. Well, you think you're in a prison cell, at least. It's not. It's like one of those old school prisons where it's like been abandoned or something like that, because all the walls, as you kind of look over them, are uneven and they're kind of brown. It's not cementy. It's more like a cave. But your flashlight does shine across some bars.
Cool. Is there anybody else in the cage with me?
It's funny you should ask. As you shine your light across the cave, on the opposite side, there is a pile of rags in the corner, like someone stitched together a whole bunch of clothing. And there's a little top hat on top of them.
Is the pile of rags breathing?
Give me an alertness roll.
Okay. Okay, alertness. So that's a fail. That's an 8.
You can't tell. You can tell with an 8 that there is like something in these rags. Like there's enough of an imprint from the shadow of your light that you're like, there might be something there, but there's nothing else in the cell with you, as it were.
Okay. As much as I'm absolutely sure that I have no signal down here, still going to try to use my phone. If I have it. Do I have a phone?
Have you been using your phone or your wrist morpher for your phone? Because technically it can be used as a phone.
Oh, that's fair. I guess I would just be using my wrist morpher. But I guess just try to like call out, or I guess maybe even try to morph. Just I don't know. Just I'm trying to like at this point I'm just trying to like find some. I guess just call. So maybe call one of the other rangers.
Your wrist morpher sparks, yellow sparks,
Mm-hmm.
and the pile of clothing kind of moves a little bit.
Okay.
You get a busy signal.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna go and try to move some rags around to see if there's someone in there.
You approach the rags, and there is someone in there. They have onyx skin. Like it is like if it was like Anishkapur could not copy this color if he wanted to, but Stuart Semple is making it.
Right.
And
He can only see it if he is not Anish Kapoor, not associated with Anish Kapoor. Yeah,
yes,
I'm here for
something
it.
like that. Yes, and there are a kind of long arms come out, and there are clawed fingers on the end of the long arms, and this kind of the word creature pops into your head because there's no other way of considering it in your brain, because like you're seeing a face and your brain is like that's a face,
Mm-hmm.
but your brain is also like nope, don't want to see that. So like you're seeing a face, but it scares you somewhere deep inside. Like your brain eventually settles on cat, but like it's like cat with like 4 question marks after it.
Okay. Am I able to morph?
Yes, you can morph.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and put my numbers into my wrist pad and morph so that I, depending on what this creepy thing is, that is definitely not human, probably not, maybe not a friendly, maybe friendly, I don't know, but doesn't seem very friendly. So I can be
I
ready
mean,
to
it's
go.
smiling. If that
Yeah,
makes sense.
but like, okay, but so did Jack Nicholson in The Shining. He also smiled. He was not particularly friendly. So
He was friendly. He enjoyed using various weaponry to show
sure,
his
I'm
love.
not sure we have the same definition of friendly, or his son in Smile. So good times. It's
Yes.
fine.
After you morph, the grin gets wider on the
Jesus.
Persian question mark inside of the rack and goes, it's you. Did you bring the coin?
I'm assuming this thing is talking about the bloody yellow coin that I've been like carrying around.
You say that aloud?
No, I say that to you.
Okay, yes.
That's the assumption I'm making.
The thing is asking is like, hey, do you have the coin? You got the coin?
Okay, let me ask you a question before I get too meta. Would Leah have read Alice in Wonderland?
That's up to you. I will say it's pretty ubiquitous, so there's a
Yeah.
good chance Leah at least saw the amazing Neil McDonough, Zoe Deschanel, Alan Cumming Tin Man series on Sci-Fi, which is my favorite version of the Alice in Wonderland narrative. So I will say yes, you've at least seen Tin Man.
Okay. Okay, so she's gonna just try to I don't know, like get as much information as she can. I'm sorry, what coin are you talking about?
Coin brings life. That's why you're here. You have the coin. You're gonna give me the coin.
Uh,
Give me the coin, Yellow Ranger.
What does this coin look like that you want from
Coin.
me?
It's the corrupted coin.
Corrupted coin. I mean,
Coin of duress.
I'm gonna pull. I guess I don't really have pockets at this point, but if I had pockets, I would pull out like a quarter that had gone through the wash and be like, "Here, you mean this corrupted coin?"
I mean, I'll say you pulled it out of like Morphin space, like you just keep change in yours,
Okay.
like the laundromat.
Yeah, that's entirely fair. This is like the one quarter that she hadn't put in the machine yet because she wasn't sure the machine would actually take it. It's like faded. George Washington's head is slightly gone.
So the cat demon thing, their hand rakes across where you're holding out the coin. They go, "No, stupid ranger, that's not what I meant. You know that's not what I meant. Where's the coin?"
Stupid ranger, huh? Curious. And so she'll just pull out the coin, but she's going to hold on to it. She's going to be hanging on to this coin. She's not handing it over just yet, just to see what the reaction is from this cat.
Their eyes get wide, and it's like, so you know how in commercials they show like a kid on Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the biggest that like their brain just pops out of their head because they see all the gifts, because this was the 90s and everyone could afford 20,000 gifts under the tree, right? Imagine that, but it's the opposite. Like there's nothing behind the eyes, or if there is anything behind the eyes, it's like malice and spite and fear and greed, and it's just like the absence of the good of Christmas. It's like Maundy Thursday, I guess you could call it, which would be the opposite. But their eyes are wide and joyful, and they go, "Yes, yes, coin will bring life."
Okay, I'm going to need you to back up. What do you mean brings life?
Coin brings life. Damaged coin. You don't need that coin. You don't want that coin. Give me that coin. And it like jumps up, and it's going to attempt to grapple you for, like, to try to grab the coin.
No, it's not. It's really not.
I mean, it's going to try.
All right, so what do I do to avoid that?
You just have to be hired. So I got a 10 on my might roll, so I'm pretty sure both your toughness and your evasion are higher than 10.
Yep.
Like at least your toughness should be higher than 10.
My toughness is 12. Yeah, toughness is 12, evasion is 15.
Yeah. So you're fine. So you do not get grappled because this thing has like cat face with like evil claw, like Lady Dimitrescu like claw hands, except they're shorter. But it's kind of raising up to its full height, and it's your brain is like, "Hey, this thing is taller than the room, but it's still somehow in the room." Your brain is like, "No." Your brain is like blue screening a little bit from how tall it seems to be versus like the scale of the room.
Well, this is fun. Of course, this is when like none of my friends are here. Is there a door to the cell?
There is a door. Funny you should ask. Yes, there is a door.
Is it unlocked?
It is closed.
Can I try to open it?
You wrestle at it. That's weird. You can't see a lock, but there is a lock. You just can't see it. And the animal thing kind of laughs, and it's this really weird, like, have you ever, so has Leah ever read It? Or one of the Stephen King books that would have like Pennywise or Randall Flagg or in it or anything like that?
So I guess it's possible, but I have not, so I have no information whatsoever.
Okay. The book is a really difficult read. I don't know that I'd recommend it. But just imagine like a sinister high laugh, like the ghastly grinner, I guess, from For the Dark. And it goes, "You're locked in here with me. You'll have to give me the coin. That's the only way out." Yeah. You have to give me the coin. Come on, Yellow Ranger. Just give me the coin. You don't need it. You don't want it. Look at you. You don't need it.
Is there a coin slot in the door?
There is no coin slot. It has the slots are big enough where there's no coin slot.
But I'm definitely not as thin as the slots, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to kick the door open before
Great.
I do anything else.
Give me a might roll.
This is going super well. That was a 4.
That's a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now the thing that I have named Rags, by the way, knows that you have it. So now Rags is like trying to wrap themselves around you to get the coin away from you. And like Rags has like a smell, and it's that smell of like you tried to make a grilled cheese with wax paper, like you saw on like a science channel, and you were like 12 years old, but the iron's too hot, so it's like melting wax and has like this weird burning chemical smell to it. And the smell is just like, oh no, that's bad.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit.
You only get to leave when I say.
Oh my god.
Yellow Ranger.
How do you know who I am?
Everyone knows who the Rangers are.
Yeah, but where am I?
You don't know?
Why I'm asking you where I am. Yeah, typically I don't ask people where I am unless I don't know. I don't know why my friends aren't here. Why am I the only ranger here?
Because you were called. It's destiny, Yellow Ranger. They lost their Yellow Ranger.
Who lost their Yellow Ranger? My crew lost their, or someone else lost their Yellow Ranger?
Someone else did. Someone nearby. That's why I'm here, because of what they've done. I'm made manifest. I'm here to destroy the whole world. And it starts with you and that coin, Yellow Ranger.
Yeah, I'm going to try
to destiny, and I'll make sure it doesn't hurt.
I'm going to try to kick the door open again one more time.
That's probably wise. Yes.
Yeah.
Let me know if he gets too creepy. I know, like, having a female character like trapped with like a creepy thing, like I don't want to get too tricky. Let me know if it becomes like too real.
It should be fine, but I'll let you know. Can I edge it?
Yes. This is a good time for that.
16.
16. So good news, bad news.
Oh god.
Good news, you kick the door open. Bad news, as you're exiting, you hear the sound of a lock, and you briefly see the shimmer of a lock that comes uncloaked, and you hear the thing laugh, and it goes, "Hey, you freed me. Still need the coin, but you freed me." And you hear from all around you as you come into this corridor. That's not well lit either. You hear the sound of something cheering, like several somethings. You can't tell where it's come from. It's like an echo of an echo, but it feels like people are looking down into a dark canyon and they are like cheering on the thing you just did.
Oh, okay. This is fun. Is it still in the cell at the moment?
It is currently exiting the cell Lady Dimitrescu style.
Cool. Like the creepy fingers. Yeah. Okay.
Creepy fingers first, and then body. That's how it always goes.
Cool. So you said it sounds like people are cheering on, but like I can't see them.
You can't see. Yeah, you can tell they're above you, but you can't see anything.
Is there any doorway from where I am other than back into the cell?
There is just a long corridor.
Okay, I'm going to go down said long corridor because it's away from the creepy.
That's fair. You notice after a few moments the creepy thing isn't following you, though. And the cheering of the sound stops. And as you are trying to, like, kind of stop because you're just jogging down a dark corridor of nothingness in some weird canyon space. You see Link, but Link is morphed in his Red Ranger outfit, and you see him drop.
Like drop to his feet, or drop like ragdoll hitting the ground.
He drops to his feet in like a superhero landing because he rolled really well for that, if I remember correctly. Because I actually had him do this in the game. So he like dropped. He just saw the Avengers and is doing an Iron Man thing.
Okay.
And he drops down from
That sounds right.
Like right behind you as you turn, and you notice that the rags person goes back to the cell, and that Link doesn't actually see it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where the hell have you been? Why have I been alone until this point? It's a little creepy. It's a bit creepy.
Where am I? Whoa.
I don't know.
Where did I go?
Wait. Can he see me? Can he hear me?
He cannot see or hear you. That was so cool. There was like a Red Ranger like thing that I went down. Oh, that was so cool.
I'm gonna try to touch him.
Your hand goes through him.
I fucking knew it. Okay. Which of us? Okay, but is it clear which of us is there versus not there?
It is not clear. All you know is you just developed a ghost power, ?
I'm gonna pick up a stone and throw it at the wall. Let's see if he hears that.
Go ahead and give me a might roll with a snag.
Okay. Two.
Yes. You can't seem to grip anything, and that as you are trying to get a stone you can like get a grip on from the floor, as you try to get a grip, Link moves forward toward the cell and the door that you opened, and he goes, "Oh, that's terrifying." And he watches Rags get up and ask him for the coin.
Okay. What if I turn on my light again?
You're morphed, so I guess you still have your wrist morpher because you can call. So you do try. You can try turning on your light again if you so wish. It'll just come out of your fingertips.
Yeah, I just want to see if he notices the light, because I'm just trying to get his attention.
That's fine. He doesn't, but Rags does. As Rags exits the room, like the weird knot eyes that Rags has kind of dilate like a cat would. Again, like a cat for some weird reason. Link doesn't seem to be commenting, though, on the cat form. Like, he can clearly see Rags, but either his brain cannot comprehend the thing that he's seen, or he's not seeing the whole picture of it.
So, what did he say when he was asked for the coin? Like, what was the reaction? Because I didn't catch her reaction.
He just says, "Coin? What coin?" You can tell he's lying because you've worked with him, so you're like, "Oh, he knows what coin," but he's just BSing about it. It sounds like he's making a joke about it, and then they start fighting.
Okay. I mean, it obviously can do some corporeal stuff because I kicked open a door.
Yeah.
So I'll go over and try to help, try to kick the raggedy creature.
Sure. You can might kick, or you can taekwondo finesse kick and do like a flying tornado spin kick thing. Yeah. However you wish to kick is up to you.
Okay. Would I be able to use athletics as my thing?
Let's see. What can I give you for athletics? This is why I have this. If you want to do like an athletics kick, I can give you like you try to climb up the wall a little bit and then like descend kick. I'll give you that for athletics. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. 24 critical success.
All right. I will give you this then with that 24 critical success. As you're climbing the wall, you notice there's some writing on the wall, but you don't quite catch what it says. Maybe secondarily, there is another level to this canyon. You get high enough up that you can see it. There's like another row of cells like above you, just high enough above you that you can't see it based on how the landmark is, but like there's a level going up and it has its own light source.
Okay, that's good to know. But do I land a kick in the meantime?
Yes, critical success. You land the kick. The bonus was like the flavory stuff.
There. Yeah.
But you do. But you do hit. But you seem to hit the exact same second that Link hits, and so Link doesn't register that you're helping, but you help. Like you actually adversely like whatever Link was trying to do. You've added success to it essentially.
Okay. Can I try to smack Link?
I'm sure that many people have wanted to. I'm sure over the years. So yes, you can attempt to let's call it a finesse because you're not like actually trying to damage.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hurt him. Oh
yeah,
yeah. I don't want to hurt him. I mean, not right now, at least. We'll see. 20.
That 20 means that you do. But in smacking him, you seem to teleport him away.
Oh, fuck.
But with the 20, I will give you this. You will not get it right now. I'm going to make a note of it. You overhear something, but you are currently kind of running, or not running, but you are currently kind of like, Rags is out, and Rags kind of gets up again and goes, oh, it's too late. I'm free. I'm going to take over everywhere. It's destiny, and you made it happen. I'm so happy. I'm so thankful. What is it you want most, Leah McKenzie?
To get out of here, currently.
That's not what you want most, but...
That's what I want right now. There's nothing more right now that I...
Eventually, there will be no escape. Nothing escapes. And he's going to try to claw you.
Sure. Obviously, I'm going to try to avoid being clawed.
No, that's fine. The clawed hand is actually a targeted, so this is going to be against your evasion. I got a 20, which I think is probably higher than your 15 evasion. Yeah. So now, the classic Ranger yellow sparks fly off of you as like that claw rakes over and goes, make this easy on yourself. I'll let you go out the way that the Red Ranger went. Give me the coin. That's all I want, is the coin. Don't make this harder on yourself. For there are many trials to come. Just take the loot. Just take the loss. Leah McKenzie.
I'm going to try to get up on that top level.
Okay, yep. If you want to give me an athletics, if you
Yeah.
do a critical success, I'll let you do a pocket sand moment. It's like pocket sand as your as
Yes, socialization. I have to do. I want to edge this as well. I have tons of story points and edges and whatnot saved up because it's been so long. No, how? How is that possible?
uh
How is that possible?
you
Damn it.
slide so you slide back down um and the creature Rags is going to try to hug you
I
as
don't think
only a
so.
creature can. That's a 20, which is probably more than your toughness.
Yep, it is.
You are now grappled, and in your ear, Rags whispers, "Would you like to know my real name, Leah McKenzie?"
Sure.
"I am Mr. Nobody."
Oh, I hate that. Okay.
If you'd like to roll might to get out of this grapple,
I would love
I would
to try to
advise
get
it.
out. Yeah, I would love to try to get out. God. Did you just roll another 20? God damn it.
No, I rolled. Well, I did roll. I did roll a 20 for the grapple, but I have not rolled
That was
another 20.
15.
Okay, yeah, that's going to work because they don't have. They're not quite as tough as they appear.
Okay.
So you get out of the grapple, and then you hear, before you make your climb, you hear the voice of Alpha, and apparently Link is not far enough away yet because you can hear it, so you don't know where Link is, but you can apparently hear. And Alpha goes, "Link, what are you doing outside of Angel Grove?" It's very staticky and far away, so you can't tell exactly context. But that's definitely Alpha and Link, and apparently you're close to Angel Grove? Question mark.
Okay, I'm gonna head toward the sounds.
Give me that athletics roll.
Yeah. 15. Critical success.
15. That's yes. It's climbing. It's climbing a wall. It's not like completely sheer. You the 15. You can't tell if there's more writing because you're just trying to concentrate getting away from Lady Demetrescu cat. Which you'll do. Some unfortunate news, though.
What's that?
You are now on the next level of wherever you are. And your first summation was right. There is just this row of cells. And behind each cell in these closed doors, there's like a body part that is like just kind of hovering there.
Great.
As though like something is being constructed in these various cells. And you just go like, one of them is just like a science fiction-y leg. There's like a tentacle in one. There's like a floating head without eyes in another one. Just like every single cell has a different thing being formed inside of it.
Oh God. Okay. That's terrifying.
But what's terrifying is that they were the ones that were cheering because when they see you, they start calling out to you. They go, yeah, Ranger, let me out. Let me out.
I finished mac and cheese.
No. Oh God. Okay. Okay. Good. Sorry. Doing the mom thing while they're doing this.
That's fine.
So they want me to let them out.
Yes, they seem well. They don't seem like adamant about it because like we're not inside their cells, but like they would be very happy to be outside of their cells.
Am I able to tell if they're just trying to trick me into letting them out so they can kill me, or Like a disembodied leg is not going to be hopefully able to do a whole lot of damage, but I don't know for sure.
They seem real excited to see you, but you're like, give me culture roll, actually. We'll see what your 6th ranger sense tells you.
Mm-hmm. 21.
21. Yeah, so you know how like Rita had like putties and like a giant like candelabra that came to life like the first time you became a Power Ranger? So it's this is like that. Like you're getting like vibes, like henchman vibes from this row of cells. Like if this was a cell block tango, there's no Persian 8 that has a sympathetic backstory.
Okay.
It's all bad.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm not going to be opening cages for things that are bad, that are giving me bad vibes. I'm going to take a look across the way and see if there is any place to go from here, like another corridor.
It just keeps going in both directions. You can't tell if there's a ladder or just more corridor. You can hear Rags calling up to you from the lower level as they try to climb up.
Okay, I'm just gonna. Is there any way for me to use a ranger sense to see which way would be a little bit better than the other?
I will just give you this off table. It does not quite matter at this point.
Okay, I'll go left then.
Okay. You go left. You head essentially into the darkness. You come to a point where there just isn't any light, so you have to light up your your wrist thing again. No one else can see this but you and me, but I'm holding up my wrist to like, this is your wrist light. This is your mag light.
Yeah.
And you can hear Alpha in the echo, like still talking to Link, but it's just the same conversation over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
And then your light flashes across the wall, and you start to see it's not just like letters or the like scratches of like a madman or something like that. Like it's like words, like carved into the wall.
And what do the words say?
In the beginning was the Zeo crystal. Over and over again.
Just that same phrase?
Yes. And it's infuriating because it starts over again, so you like finish it, but there's like not a dot. So it's like in the beginning was the Zeo crystal, and then right after the L, you see like another I. So it takes you like a couple of minutes to be like, wait, that's the same phrase. It's not like a new word.
Okay. Which direction am I hearing the sound of Alpha?
It's just like a weird echo of an echo around you. There's no way to pinpoint it. Mm-hmm. And your light shines across a rock that looks like a heart. Like it's a big rock, like it's blocking your way.
Mm-hmm. It looks like a heart?
Yeah, it's definitely
like an anatomical heart or like a butt?
Like a butt heart, not an anatomical heart. It's not anatomically correct. It looks like a oh, I cut this out of like paper.
Yeah. Okay.
A butt heart, I guess.
A butt heart.
I've never heard it called that. I'm going to use that from now on.
Okay. Is the stone like a really thick stone? Is it more like slate? Is it something I could kick through if I wanted to?
Beefy, but you are a Power Ranger. There's no reason to think you can't kick through it. It is round. It is blocking your way. And the way back is where the cheering cell block tango convicts are and the cat thing.
Fair enough. Okay. I will try to kick through it. Oh, wait. Do I have a blaster on me?
You have all of your... Well, I mean, you don't know that you have your things, but I will say that, like, if you want to try to summon something, yes, you have your weapons on you.
Yeah.
You actually also do have a Zeo weapon on you. But nothing has happened for you like has happened. Like the other rangers have like talked to their weapons.
Yeah.
You got the yellow Zeo weapon, which I have a picture of so that I remember which one it is. So you have like a pair of nunchucks, but like
Okay.
no conversation has happened thus far. So like apparently you got the only like broken one that doesn't talk.
Okay. In the meantime, though, I'm gonna take my blaster and try to blast the stone.
Sure, you could blast it, you could blade it, you could use your power weapon if you want to. But yes, however you wish to make it happen.
I'm not gonna get much from my targeting, which is a 2.
I mean, you do get another story
Jesus
point
Christ.
because you got
What's
you
fair?
got a fumble, you got a 1 on the d20, so you could just use a story point and re-roll that targeting.
Yeah.
And I promise you will be leveling up. I know people have asked. You will be. It's all part of this. It's all part of the game.
What the hell? 9. Doing no
It's a
good.
9. I will give you that. It's going to break enough that you can see that beyond it is like a door.
Okay, so I'll just start like pulling the bits of rock away.
You pull enough that you can like climb into the heart, into the crevice,
Mm-hmm.
and you sort of notice that you've made this like that weird like zigzag pattern
Like a
in
broken
the butt
heart.
part. Yeah. So yes, so you do that. There is a door there. It does look like a jailer door, which is kind of weird. Whatever is going on here has a whole motif.
Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna keep going as far as I can.
All right. Yes, it's not very far to the door. So you are now at the door. The handle jiggles, so it's not locked.
Okay. Before I go through it, though, I'm gonna try if I can to like reset the stones a bit, so it's not quite as obvious that there's an opening. If that makes sense.
The stones, you took out the stones. They're on the other side, so you would have to like.
Oh, I see.
It's very unwieldy. Like I will let you do if you want. I'm just going to tell you you're not going to. It's not going to profit you
Okay.
to do it.
All right. Well, then I'll just go through the door.
All right. It's weird, but it's not unsettling. It's a little unsettling. It is a empty room except for a table, a guy in a hood and chains, and the chains are connected to like tea boxes, like it looks like old wooden crates that have like tea monikers stamped on them for like not Lipton but like super rare tea, like fancy tea that you get from like
Right.
Ivana. I don't know. Wherever people get fancy tea from in your everyday lives, imagine that like stamped the boxes, and you just hear this labored breath go, I'm not gonna help you. Okay, how long you keep me here? And it's clear it's a male voice and it's very exhausted.
Yeah. But he's not looking at me. He's just like he just assumes it's like somebody he's already talked to.
Yeah, he's not even looking up. Like, and even if he was, like, the hood obviously obscures things.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm just gonna. Sorry, I've never met you before, so I don't know who you think I am. But
The hood stops and goes, is this a trick? You sound human.
No, I am human. I'm a Power Ranger.
Well, you're not Quentin.
No, I'm not. I'm the other Yellow Ranger. I do know that Quentin is that's the one I kept calling Quincy, right?
Yes, you've been calling him Quincy. People say canonically you've been corrected. I'm pretty sure at this point, but yes, you've been calling him Quincy, and the guy goes, "Oh, they didn't make it." He was right.
So I will say I don't know that he didn't make it, right? Because that was a dream. So I don't really know for sure. Yeah,
What are you doing here?
I don't actually know what I'm doing here. The creepy cat demon rag thing told me I was summoned here, but I don't know what that means exactly. So I'm just trying to get the fuck out.
Can't leave. Been
Yeah, I'm
trying to
not
leave. First there was the smoke. Now I'm here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take that as we're getting out of here. Period. I don't care how, but we have to get out of here. I made a hole in the
Too
door.
late.
I made a hole in the door. How do you think I got in here? There's a door. We can leave. We can leave the way I came.
Goes down that same hallway.
Oh, it's a very
And
long
he like
hallway.
holds up his arm, and like you can see there are like deep red welts from where he's been like rechained a couple times, and like the hood slips off as he holds up his arms and he goes. His face is beat up. You can tell he's human, but like it's clear that he's been through some stuff. And he goes, "Can you teleport? You have to get out of here. You can't. They want. I don't even know what they want. You have to go. You have to get out if you can."
I don't think I can teleport. Oh, to be fair, I haven't tried. I haven't even tried that part.
I'm so sorry. I did the best I could. I gave Jane a gas mask like I was told to, and then I tried to leave and I couldn't leave, and it was too late. It's too late.
I'm sorry. You gave Jane a gas mask?
I thought it would protect her from the smoke.
What smoke?
It's the smoke. It turns everyone crazy. It makes them angry. It changes everything. It turned Angel Grove upside down, and I was the last one out.
Fine. It's fine. Angel Grove is fine. I was just in Centurion Ridge, which is not very far, and we would have heard if Angel Grove was in trouble. We would have gone and helped our rangers.
Okay. Cards. I need my cards. Do you see? Do you see my cards?
Are there cards anywhere that I can hand him?
There is a pack of tarot cards.
Okay.
There's only 24 of them. It's just the major arcana.
Interesting.
But there's a small pack of cards on top of one of the things. On top of one of the boxes.
Okay, I'll hand him the cards.
Well, I can't really. You'll have to be the querent. You have to shuffle them and then think of a question.
Okay. I do so.
I don't know what's going to happen. The ley lines are breaking up already. Do you draw the first card?
Yeah, sorry, you went silent there for a second. I wasn't sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll draw the first card.
First card is the past, he says. And it's the Lovers, but it looks wrong. It looks like Rita, and then on the other side of it is some guy that's red and silver. And he has like a little staff with like a little Z on top of it. Okay. And behind them both is like a broken heart, like the one that you just broke through. And he goes, that's the past. Next one is the present.
Okay, I'll pull a card.
So, Katie, have you ever seen a Yu-Gi-Oh card?
Yeah, I'm sure I have.
There's a card in the Yu-Gi-Oh game called the Pot of Greed. And it's essentially a jar. It's got it's green, it's a jar, it's got a face on it. It looks like it's like... Yeah. You draw the Pot of Greed, and he goes, it's the present. What's the future?
I'll pull a card.
The future card is I think I got this name right. Worm Tongue.
Yeah.
That's the name of the card, and Worm Tongue is the bad guy from the Lord of the Rings book that's whispering in the ear of the king.
Mhm.
And it is legitimately like a still from Lord of the Rings.
Okay. So what does that mean?
That was your play line, Ranger. Past, present, and the future. I don't think I have one. I don't know how long I've been here. I know things are bad, and I'm pretty sure Angel Grove is gone. I know you don't think so, but I wasn't allowed to leave. I was supposed to leave. I was supposed to do something, and I can't. He had you can tell he had longer hair too, because like half of his head is shaved and the other half is like long silver hair.
Mhm.
And he's just kind of confused and very pale. Like as you get closer, if you want to get closer to him, like he's emaciated. You can tell like he's not like things are real bad.
Okay. Well, obviously I'm not leaving him here. So I'm assuming, I mean, I have to try to teleport, I suppose, even though I'm pretty sure it won't work. And try to get us back to like out somehow, even though I know it won't work.
I mean, you never know. Give me a culture roll. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, it just feels like that would be too easy.
I mean, I have accounted for contingencies before, so
22.
22. So it works. Kind of.
With an asterisk, yeah.
With an asterisk. Even with that 22. So you are able, you think about it, you're not sure what it's going to look like. You're just like Star Trek, kind of. You've kind of experienced it once because you helped save Santa, so you have like a vague remembrance of it because you haven't done it in a while. You teleport, but you teleport within the space.
Oh, great.
And the guy looks up at you and goes, I wish you hadn't done that. Now there's energy in the room.
He literally told me to teleport. What do you mean there's energy in there? Why is that bad? Is it going to draw somebody to us?
No, it's going to change me again. So every time there's energy, I change. Should ask me something before I change. Don't know what's going to happen.
Who are you?
I was an ally. The Rangers in Angel Grove. They called me Latour. I ran a tea shop. There's only rocks in these boxes. It's supposed to be funny. The cat guy thought it was funny. He thinks a lot of things are funny. I tried to get out. I gave them the help. I gave them the chariot card. I tried to get out. I thought I got out and I didn't get out. And now I don't even know how long I've been here.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Ranger.
Well, as this is happening, I'm going to back up to the door so that he can't block my exit.
He looks up at you and goes, Destiny's a real bitch, isn't it?
Is there anything I can do to help you?
Well, I'm not living in whatever I'm supposed to do. I kept following the ley lines. That was what put me in Angel Grove in the first place. And when they started to disappear, I was like, I gotta get the fuck out, right? But I waited too long. Ever if it ever starts getting real foggy or smoky, and where'd you say you were from?
Centurion Ridge.
Yeah. If it ever gets like real foggy there, like, and you don't know why it's getting real foggy, and people start getting real angry, like, just probably, I guess you can't leave because you got like your own destiny. Yeah, if you see Jane, tell her thank you. If you see any of them,
Okay.
thank them.
Okay. And I don't even know what to do at this point. Can I pull a tarot card?
As you, if you wish to do so, as you kind of move to approach, he goes, that was your draw. Those cards are going to be blank. Oh, that hurts. That hurts so much. Oh, that's painful. I hate that. I hate this. And you like, did you ever see an American Werewolf in London?
Yeah.
So you know that scene where they like show the guy transforming into a werewolf?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the kind of the crux of the movie. You watch that happen to Latour, that he turns into this like minotaur creature.
Oh, great.
Like his voice starts to change, even like it goes from like this like pain scream into like the snorting motion. Like you see his like muscles bulge up, and he goes, just run.
Okay, she's gonna go. She's gonna get the. She's gonna run. This is not. This isn't fun for Leah.
Yeah, no, it's not fun. By the way, shout out to Isabitz. When you listen to this episode and you go, oh my god, and you throw something, you're welcome. But yeah, so you can actually hear like you can hear the chains like moving against the boxes and like the boxes smashing. You are further up as you start running, like you don't come across that stone that was in front of the door.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't quite register to you right away, but eventually it registers to you that you are up on another level of the prison, because there's no other way to put it.
Okay.
But it still looks the same. Like you're getting higher towards something, but you can't quite see what it is. And there's another message on the wall.
Okay, what's this one say?
In the beginning were the energems.
Okay. Is this the same thing where it's just like over and over and over and over and over again? Or is it a little more?
It's a little more spaced out. There are less cells on this level.
Okay.
But there is a higher risk of you falling if the Minotaur catches up to you.
Okay.
Give me a survival roll, please.
Sure. $17.
17. You do not come across the Minotaur again for a little while. Unfortunately, you do feel the world turn upside down for you, and you kind of land on your back, winded, as the world turns upside down.
I have Hamilton in my head now.
Yes. Just like that. Lin-Manuel Miranda is right there just rapping.
Oh God. Just walks out of the dark.
Yeah. I mean, that's what he does. That's basically every Lin-Manuel Miranda thing. Yeah.
Lin-Manuel Miranda is, in fact, a BBEG in disguise. Okay, so I'm on my back. So what is the perspective when I look up? Like, what is at my feet? Or
When
what is
you,
my back?
yeah, like, so you're your brain is like, okay, you're in one location, but when you look up, you are like watching a movie
Okay.
of something happening. But the color of it isn't the dark color you expect. It looks more like Pleasantville, but the part of Pleasantville where everything is in black and white.
Mm-hmm.
And you see a Power Ranger walking around in a room full of junk.
Since it's black and white, I can't tell which ranger it is, I imagine.
No, you can't tell. You only can tell it's a boy because they don't have a skirt. Because for some weird reason, Power Rangers is still very genderized, so you can tell it's a boy ranger because there's no skirt. But then again, I don't think you wear a skirt. I think you were able to.
I definitely don't. But there are other shapes of my body that make you go, "Oh, that's a girl."
Yes, it does not have the shape up top that would make you think, "Oh, that's a girl."
Okay. All right. I mean, I know my fellow rangers. So, like, does it look like any of them specifically? Like, for instance,
It has
like
a diamond pattern on it.
Oh, so it's probably an Angel Grove.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it have a symbol? Does it have a dinosaur in the front?
It doesn't have. You wouldn't call it a dinosaur. It does kind of look like. I'm just gonna give this to you. It has like a bird look to it. You're like,
Okay.
it's not a pterodactyl, but it's like a cousin to a pterodactyl or something like that.
Okay.
Like it's very like bird, kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna go over to the ranger and see if. I mean, it might.
Oh
just
no,
be
there's
that...
it's like a movie projection up on the ceiling.
Oh, I didn't understand what you meant. Okay.
Yes.
I thought. Never mind. I thought it was like I was watching a movie, as in like. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, well, you are. It's like watching a movie, but you are like on the floor, and it's like up above, real high.
I see. Okay. Okay. I mean, it's simply that. It's just the Rangers walking around in a pile of junk.
You eventually watch the ranger choose something, and then mutter the word Eddie. Like you hear a male voice say Eddie specifically, as it's like pulling up some sort of. It looks like a bag of some kind, maybe like a bag of marbles. Like it's like a velvet bag. You can tell that even in black and white.
Okay.
And you get to watch as this ranger, who is bird themed, for lack of better terminology, goes around this. You realize it's very reminiscent of like Return to Oz, where like the Fruza Bulk stores, he is like choosing stuff that's really important, and you eventually watch it choose 5 things. And you notice just the very last second, it's holding like a candle with it. Like there's like a candle motif that goes across the room, and then everything turns pink for a second before it teleports away.
Okay.
Then you hear the Minotaur.
Oh, great. Cool. Well, I'm going to go in the direction that he is not.
There's really only one direction, and that's what makes you beautiful. I'm making that joke. Give me a survival roll, please.
Yeah. Ten still showing. Well, it's a 10, so I guess it's not necessarily success. It's just the default number.
I mean, 10 is like the default success. 10 is the base differential for this game. You come across 3 doors. They're next to each other. They're a little slim, so you can only go through one. And because I cannot remember what the numbers are, they correspond to tarot numbers, so that's not like 1, 2, 3. It's like
past, present, future.
Yeah, like 9, 13, 5, or whatever the numbers are. Sorry, tarot people. I don't have the memorized.
It's okay. Remind me what was on the tarot cards. The old one was literally just like rubber. There's the levers with the broken heart.
Yeah.
The middle one was the bag, the bag of gold. What was the future one?
The future one was Worm Tongue.
I don't like any of these, but I'll go through the
I
middle
know
one.
they're terrible, aren't they? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm not.
that's okay.
Sorry, actually.
I know.
Sorry, don't.
It's fine. I'll go through the middle one.
All right, you go through the Pot of Greed door, and I need you to give me an acrobatics check, please.
Okay. $24 critical success.
That's good. You needed that success because you fall into a pond, a very, very deep pond, in fact, but you avoid being enrobed by. Well, they're not jellyfish. Like, they have tentacles, but they also have beaks, which is really weird.
They have beaks.
And they have like eyeballs. And
Are they like?
they've got like little jewels in the middle of their forehead, and they just kind of like they don't seem to register they're there, but they start uttering the phrase tentacle. Tentacle.
Are they saying tentacle?
Tentacle.
Tentacle. It's terrifying. So in my head, I have them looking like the old leg doctors.
They look like Pokemon. They're Pokemon.
Oh, thank you. I'm not a Pokemon person. Oh, Tentacruel. Okay, thank you. Jesus, that's terrifying.
Yes. So you did well. So you didn't you weren't ensnared by them, but you are just now. Well, you're not chilling, but you are now just in the bottom of a body of water.
Body of water now?
Yes, you are currently in water.
Okay. Like underwater or just like walking through a puddle?
Underwater, like you will need to swim up to the surface.
Okay.
And
Well,
you have to do like a full like aerial pop up kind of.
Yeah, that's fine. I can do that.
Yes.
Is this an issue where like my helmet's gonna fill with water? Like I don't.
Well, you're not environmentally sealed, so eventually, yes. But I mean, I'm not drowning you, so.
Oh, that's fair. Okay.
As long as you make a good faith effort, I'm going to let you swim up and break the surface.
I will swim up to the surface. Yeah.
Okay, you aerial your way up to the surface, avoiding the tentacles from grabbing you. By the way, they give off little electric sparks, which is not great. So you break, and there is right next to you this like giant lily pad thing.
Okay.
For you to get up on. It's a little wobbly, but you're fine.
Okay.
Two things to note. Actually, three things to note. Three things to note. One is that you are in some weird biosphere place. It was a forest, maybe, who knows? But you're in like the middle of a pond. There's like a mountain in the background. Very, very strange. Second thing, there's like a grid pattern, so that's how you know it's a dome. Is like there's like glass with a grid pattern that goes up in an arc shape.
Okay.
The second thing to notice is that all your friends are here, currently discussing this giant blue abominable snowman style monstrosity with very, very sharp, ferocious teeth, dead eyes, and who definitely should not be able to exist under like the weight it currently is. Like it's just this big round angry thing that looks like it could consume all of you in one bite and not be full.
Cool. Love that for us. And
they don't seem as anxious about it. They're like discussing things on the sideline. Like one of them is just on a different lily pad and like offers some constructive criticism every now and then, but like No one seems pressed about the giant creepy thing that definitely looks like it's about to eat all of you.
Do they notice it?
Yeah, no, it is the focal part of their conversation, and they keep
Okay.
calling it like Snorlax, but like, what?
Okay. Is it asleep?
No, it is awake, and it is like that cranky hangry after you have like a nap at 2, and you wake up and it's like an hour before dinner, so now you have to cook dinner. So it's
Yeah,
like
it was me
hangry
earlier.
awake. Yeah, familiar. It's like my kid ate the last time mac and cheese, and now I have to make an actual meal, sort of hangry.
Yeah, I would have been mad if that had been today. Today was definitely mac and cheese. Okay.
I'll
So,
send you my mac and cheese recipe. It's great. It makes a whole ton of it.
oh, I love that. Thank you.
It is a weird color though, because there's Worcestershire in it. It's the Anthony Bourdain recipe, so it's a little orange, but it tastes phenomenal.
No, that sounds great. Okay, so when I'm coming up, did they notice me at all?
They have not noticed you.
Is there another Yellow Ranger?
Nope.
Okay, so it's not like they haven't found Percy, or his name's not Percy.
They have
Just
not
kidding.
found. They have not found Percy Weasley either yet. No, no one is searching yet.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna get in with them. I'm gonna walk up to them and see if, because I don't know if it's the same situation as before where they can't see or hear me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have you roll, but you do have to jump over to a lily pad to like get to them. But you get to them.
Okay.
You do hear your name mentioned. By the way, as
Cool.
they're discussing this, they're like, "Well, should we leave? Can we leave? Is Leia still in here somewhere?" Like they're discussing you as part of like the should we destroy this giant thing. As you like you notice it before anyone else, like its giant paw swipes at Alex
Oh
and like
shit.
pulls Alex into a grapple.
I'm gonna I don't try to attack the thing that grabbed my friend
Sure,
because
give me a well, you want to do might? Do you want to do
let's do athletics. Just don't want to do a flying leap.
yeah, that works. Yeah.
So I feel like this thing is tall. What the hell is happening? 6.
It's very tall.
Fine.
There was no like thing for you to grab on, so in doing a flying leap, you do manage to like. It was weird because it's definitely solid, but as you get closer to it, its arm goos up a little bit, so like your
Ew.
kick goes right through it.
Gross. And does anyone notice me when I'm doing this, or do they just not?
There seems to be no panic whatsoever. Like they are discussing like a thing they're seeing at the bottom of the pool. They're calling it a pool.
Okay. And is
Alex
Link
seems very chill about getting eaten, by the way. He's like not even reacting.
You know, if any of them is going to be chill about getting eaten, it's Alex.
It's true. But he's actively being pulled toward a maw and does not seem to notice it. Like it seems like it's beyond the chill he should be.
Okay. I'm not sure. What are they noticing at the bottom of the pool?
One of them, I can't remember what happens in the actual episode, so this may not be one for one. One of them like dives down into the water and like takes their sweet time going to get, and they pull up what is commonly referred to as a poke flute, which is a flute with the pokeball in the middle that makes it hard to play. But yes.
And what does that thing do? Does it put Snorlax to sleep?
No, it plays music to wake them up, actually.
Okay, but it's already awake.
For those of you at home, I just shrugged.
Okay. I don't know what to do.
Unfortunately for you, as the first person tries to play it and fails, its eyes go from Alex to you and it drops Alex.
Oh, good.
And you see the full size of this kind of gooey Snorlax, I will call it. We called it the Oozlax in the episode, I think, at some point, but it's very gooey and very large, and it is aware of your existence, apparently. Unfortunately, it seems to be the only thing aware of your existence.
Cool. I'm gonna try to shoot it.
That's
My
fair,
blaster?
because if you don't, it's going to try to hug you, and it's
Yeah, I don't
gooey.
want hugged. That's
You don't
gross.
want a hug from Oozlax?
No, I don't.
Aw,
Not
it
at
wants
all.
to. It wants to love you and call you George.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. It's not the vibe.
Not
What
the
is
vibe.
happening? 5. I am not shooting. Does that mean I shoot Alex?
Was that 5?
5.
You shoot Jules, actually,
No.
but it just kind of goes through Jules.
Jeez.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I'm glad I'm not hurting my friends because that would suck.
I got a 10, which is you'd still win that, but like, yeah, they don't seem to be reacting to either the movement of the Snorlax or you being there.
Mm-hmm. Jesus. Trying to think how to get their attention or something. I don't even know. I'm trying to think what to do.
You could try throwing one of the tentacles at it, because they're like just jellyfish, like hanging out in the water.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You could do. How is your finesse? Do you have a lot of finesse?
I think so. Finesse is a D2. So
yeah, give me a finesse. We'll see what happens with the jellyfish. You never know.
11.
11. A couple things happen at once. They toss the poke flute to Alex, who apparently is great at playing flutes. Who knew? Because he plays it about the same time as you toss one of the jellyfish creatures. That, by the way, you take it out of the water and it blinks at you. And I don't know if you've ever thought about a jellyfish blinking at you, but it's very unsettling. It does, however, bend to your will, and it goes and it like hugs the Oozlax. And the Oozlax pauses enraptured in this hug for a moment, and were it not weird, it would be very sweet and painful because it starts doing an electrical shock.
Interesting.
But that has opened the exit, by the way.
Oh, okay, good. So yeah, I guess I'll just go through the exit. My friends cannot see me or hear me, so it's not like I can get their attention to go through the exit. But would they possibly also go through now that it's open?
They seem to still be enraptured with the Oozlax, but in a few moments you will understand something as you approach. You can tell in the parking lot. Two things are evident to you. One is that the world has gone to hell while you were asleep. The second, because like the sky is very angry and bad, and you can kind of see these weird lines on the ground that you've never seen before, but kind of make everything look like a monorail experience. So they're like kind of solid and gray and kind of lit up.
Mm-hmm.
But the other thing is that the only car in this parking lot outside of this biosphere is the pawn shop van.
The van? That's what I thought you were going to say.
Yes.
Okay. And is there anyone in the van?
You are in the van. Currently.
Oh, I'm in the van. I don't know why I was.
Well, your body is in the van, and the coin of duress is right next to you.
body is in the van. Cool.
And there is a little bag next to your body, which is very strange.
Stop saying my body. Creepy.
I mean, technically, it is in the van. It is your body that is in the van. You are laying in the van. You are still.
Oh my god. Can I step into my body?
You step onto your body and your feet go through your midsection.
I mean, I can't just like melt into my body and connect my consciousness to my body.
That would be really nice if you could, but no.
And the coin is next to me.
The coin is on one side, and there's a little bag on the other side.
What's in the bag?
You open the bag, and there is a little ball with a little counter thing on it that is not lit up, but it is half red and half white.
Have I ever seen this thing before?
I mean, it's a Pokeball. It's pretty ubiquitous.
Oh, it's a Pokeball. I keep forgetting that we. I wish that I were a Pokemon person because all this would make so much more sense to me. Okay,
if it helps any, it doesn't make sense to most of the other Rangers. By the way,
oh, that's good.
It made as much sense to you as it did to about half of the group. So.
Okay. Well, that's good. So, So do I how do you push the button on the front for the Pokeball to open?
Yeah, it's like a class. So you push it so it opens. As you are standing there, it snaps closed. As the other Rangers rush to the they see the van and they're kind of jogging toward it, and they notice. I'm gonna say it again. I'm sorry. Your body in the back of the van. And they start talking about you as though you are asleep.
As if I'm asleep.
Yeah, they try to wake you up. They try to Weekend at Bernie's you, and it's just it doesn't work. You don't respond, and they apparently don't see you. That is the you that's not in your body. Apparently, yeah.
But I'm able to hold up the Pokeball. So can I dance the Pokeball in front of them? Just be like, look, there's something in here. Maybe, I don't know,
They get real distracted, and as Jules starts to drive, she hits a speed bump, and it bumps out of your hand and rolls away from your hand.
Okay.
And you can see that Jules is following a ley line.
Okay.
Which is I'm just gonna that's the gray thing that you saw. If you I'm just gonna give you this. So ley lines are sort of this magic thing that Latour sees, which is kind of about destiny, but also just about the general magic of the universe. And part of what drew Rita to Angel Grove were Angel Grove's ley lines, but every city pretty much has them. That's how ley lines work. It's like if the Earth was a waffle. It's the ridges of the waffle, essentially.
Okay. All right. I mean, I guess I'm going along for the ride.
Yes.
Wherever we're going.
Give me an alertness roll.
Okay. Not particularly alert. That was a 5.
That was a 5. You're alert enough to kind of see the inside of the clouds, and maybe it's because you're not in your body. Who knows? There are a whole bunch of tangas that are surfing above the kind of angry purple clouds that have really doused everything in night. And to give you a time frame for this, it is Halloween evening, by the way, concurrently, you are coming up to the actual part of the episode, where you're all together. And as you look up, the sky changes, and as you look back down, the car stops, and you are the only one in it.
Okay. I guess I get out of the car.
Yeah, so this is not Centurion Ridge. This is a kind of strange. You ever play the game Myst? I don't know how else to explain this.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
absolutely. It's a weird
this
thing
is
that
what-
I have a reference to.
What was that?
It's a weird thing that I have a reference to this, but I loved
Yes.
that game. I didn't do very
Yes.
well, but I still loved it.
Yes. So you're in like this weird sort of Mystian place where it is more of a foresty area, like not the beginning area where you're trying to like make the ship happen or like go into the space or whatever it is. So it's not quite a forest, but it's definitely like night.
Okay.
And I want you to make a choice because there is an element of fate at play.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, you will learn something very important, but only you can really know. In your heart of hearts, do you want the answer for the past, or do you want the answer for the future?
For the future.
You have made choice. As if you've summoned it from a dream, kind of coming around the bend, just around the river bend of the dark night, of the midnight of wherever the hell you are.
Yeah.
There is like a speeding yellow beam of light that has like very Tinkerbell vibes, where it's kind of moving toward you, and you realize it's like the nun. It eventually gets close enough to you where you realize it's like a nunchuck, but it's like if the nunchuck was a body and it has like a face and like arms and legs and everything. And it's like out of breath, even though it's hovering as it approaches. It goes, okay, there you are. You're really hard to. Jesus Christ. This is the best you could imagine for me? And like half nunchuck, half person. I would be offended if this weren't so funny, Leah.
I'm not sure what I've done wrong, but I am sorry.
Can you at least give me a real body? Like this is weird. Like of all the weird things, this is. Come on, I'm not just a nunchuck with a face. Like
I'm happy to try. I don't know how to fix this. I would like to fix it though.
okay. So give me a culture roll.
Nine. Gross.
And the nunchuck thing goes, all right. So if you could, shoot. So I was in that basement for a long time. Julia Roberts. Do those words mean anything to you?
Yes, I know who Julia Roberts is.
Okay, think of Julia Roberts really, really hard.
Okay.
What Julia Roberts do you think of when you think of Julia Roberts? Are we talking Mystic Pizza? Are we talking Hook? Are we talking Aaron Brockovich, Julia Roberts?
So I am thinking of Runaway Bride, Julia Roberts.
Okay, so this yellow nunchuck face person thing transforms into a yellow Julia Roberts bride in like full like bride regalia with like the veil.
Yeah,
with
her swishy,
yeah,
the cute,
swishy skirt and like the sneakers on and everything is just like missing the horse sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Cute.
Okay. So this is Julie Roberts. I heard a lot about her while I was stuck in that basement. Wow. Where have you been for the past like 5 hours?
I don't actually know where I've been. So I was in like a cell. There was this creepy ass rag rags person with a cat demon face and a really wide smile, and the only thing I can put it toward is kind of like the Cheshire Cat, but it crawled out of hell, kind of. And
I don't know what that is, but that sounds terrifying.
Yeah, it was awful. And then like it chased me around then I escaped, and then I found this like old man with tarot cards, and then he turned into a minotaur, and then I was running away, and then I found my friends, but they couldn't see me, and then there's this big Snorlax thing, and then there's a Pokeball, and it was a very confusing time in my life, but that's where I was. I don't know how I got there. I was told I was summoned. That's
Great.
what I got.
Great. Okay, so we found you, which is good. Well, I found you. Everybody is super busy right now because the whole the Centurion Ridge is about to go. What is the expression that one guy used? Tits up was the expression he used. I didn't understand it, but he used the expression, and it feels appropriate for this moment in time. He was talking about in relation to popcorn, but this feels like a little more pressing. So, welcome to the totem space. Well, I call it the totem space. I don't know what it's officially called. I am the yellow part of the Zeo crystal. That you have. Great. So I found you. So that's really good because you were gone for like 5 hours and you weren't anywhere on the grid, and it's real bad. You don't want to be like off of the grid.
Have I rejoined my body yet? By the way.
You have not rejoined your body.
So my body's still in the van.
Yes, your body's still in the van. You are not currently in your body. But your friends like propped you up, which is great. So you're like, your body is like sitting up. So like, no bed sores,
So yeah, I'm gonna let him know that though, or let her know that. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm here, but like my body is back there. So I can't do anything. I can do like, it's weird because like, it's not that I can't do anything corporeally, but like I can't do much corporeally. I can't touch my friends. I can't like, hey man, they can't see me, they can't hear me, but like, so I'm kind of here. My consciousness is
and
here.
we're gonna fix that because I can kind of see what's going to happen, and I kind of have a good idea of what's going to happen. So we're going to fix that. But before we fix that, I wanted to bring you here to introduce myself because I'm going to be your companion for a little while. I don't know how long, because technically you're not supposed to have access to me. But the desperate times call for desperate measures. It's really nice to be active again after being drained of my power. Was not fun. So yeah. So I'm sure you have questions. I would love to answer any questions you have, and then we'll get back into like the world. But I had to displace you for a moment. We're in a pocket universe that I'm going to replace you, and we'll get you back in your body just in time to like make the big thing happen. But like right now, everything's paused. So like, if you need a moment to catch your breath, ask some questions. Zeo crystal attuned questions are always good. I can definitely answer those. But yeah. So this is by the way, thank you. I look really I feel like I'm overdressed for this occasion. This is a very nice body. Thank you for this, I guess.
You're welcome. I don't even know what kind of questions to ask. I just like I'm a little concerned that I'm not part of my body. Why am I not part of my body? Like why am I separate from my body? Like how did that happen? Do you know how that happened? Because I don't know how that happened. And
oh, go ahead, please continue. Yes, please.
No. I mean, and I don't understand like why my friends couldn't see me. Like what? And also, what is the coin? What is the coin that like I was supposed to like that the creepy guy wanted to like? I don't know. Like he wanted the coin. I know what the coin. Like I know what it is, but like I don't know what it is. Like I don't know what it does. I don't know why it was bloody when I got it. Also, where's Percy? And also, like, is he dead? And I don't know.
Let's see.
What is his actual name?
I
keep forgetting.
His name is Quentin, by the way. We keep getting farther from Quentin. Like, Quincy was at least close. Percy is like, Keep
No,
it further.
I don't know. So Quincy, I think his name's Quincy or something like Quincy, or he's the Yellow Ranger. He's the other. He's the Centurion Ridge Yellow. No, I'm the Centurion Ridge.
Yeah.
He's the Angel Grove, I think, Yellow
No,
Ranger,
he's
or
the
maybe
first
he's the.
Angel Grove Yellow Ranger.
Yeah, I mean, I was also the Stone Canyon Yellow Ranger, so I know he's not Stone Canyon Yellow Ranger. So he's the
Yeah. You
Yellow
were
Ranger.
the bear.
I was.
You were the bear ranger until
I
that
was, and
point,
this
right?
is better. Yeah, this is
Oh,
better. I
well,
mean, it's still not a dinosaur. It's still not a. I still haven't had this conversation with Alpha. I really need to be a saber-tooth tiger. It's just a thing that I need to do for my life. But I just have all the questions. And how can I be a saber-tooth tiger? And also, like, what the fuck?
okay. Well, great. So, like, I'm part of the magnificent Zeo crystal that was kind of there at the creation of the universe. So, like, I'm one of the first, beings of the universe, in so much as that being a crystal filled with power could be like part of that. The short lesson is all of the power amplification sources like coins, your morpher, which is more techy because the alpha units are just like that. The coins, which I probably said, um, the other coins, lots of coins actually. Some of them are gems. Sometimes there are other versions of the gem. There are the inner gems as well. So it's all kind of like from the world, right? Like people have dreams and things like that, right? I don't know if that explains it, but like we're basically born of dreams and intentions and hope. Let's just put it that way. That's the easiest way to talk about it. We were real concerned because you were missing, and when you can't find a ranger in the morphing grid in anywhere, that usually means that they have been corrupted, and that's bad. That did happen to Quentin. Quentin is
Percy, right? That's Percy.
Percy, Quentin. I don't know. He may have changed his name. That happened to the first Angel Grove Ranger that was yellow, and then the second Angel Grove Yellow Ranger has gone missing. But I can only do so much because I got my power drained in like what year is it?
Are we current? So it's 2024?
We are current. Yes, we are current.
Okay.
Yeah.
2024.
2024. Great. So it's been at least 100 years since I was depowered. So I have no idea what's happened in that time. I was living in a basement for a while in a movie theater. There have been some very bad movies that you people have made. No offense, of course. Also, popcorn just smells bad. I don't know how any of you eat it, but that's neither here nor there. Right. So you have a coin, because if everything goes real bad in Angel Grove, you have to be able to access the last vestiges of it. It's sort of like a Hail Mary pass. I'm kind of like I'm the Hail Mary pass for Centurion Ridge right now, because Ivan is creating something that can't be undone. So it's not a hurry thing because everything is paused, but in so much as what I know and what my powers were used for, Ivan was basically creating death and destruction where life and hope should be. Centurion Ridge is known for curiosity and inquiry, and basically he was kind of turning that on its head, and draining us of our powers and killing off teenagers that could have been Power Rangers. Over every about 40 years or so, he'd get up and do that, and then he'd go back to sleep. And it's very bad. You don't want that to happen. I have some feelings there have been some ramifications from that because the Zeo crystals, as we are quite powerful. And I'm a little concerned for Zeo Gold, because if Zeo Gold is left alone, they get a little weird in the head because they're a Sixth Ranger weapon, and Sixth Ranger stuff always gets a little weird. So I am concerned. I'm real concerned. I'm also concerned that if Ivan uses the last power weapon, that will be the end of Centurion Ridge because everyone will be zombies because they won't have anything left inside of them to make them human. So it's bad, real bad. And I think that I hope that has helped answer some of your questions. There are just lots of things I don't know answers to. Did I miss anything?
I am just confused. Do you know where I was? I mean, it had a very sort of like upside down Wonderland sort of vibe to it, and I just don't understand what that is.
Yes, I didn't, which is why I was concerned because I'm currently in your morphing space in my nunchuck form, waiting to be used.
Well, now you're Julia Roberts, so
Well,
at
no,
least you're
yes,
pretty.
but I'm like projecting, and
Yeah.
it was because I found you that I'm able to project.
Mhm.
I'm using kind of the last of my power to do this, but we're in totem space, so we're fine.
Right.
But like, I'm really hoping you all get to Zeo Gold before Ivan does, because if Ivan uses Zeo Gold, he'll corrupt not just Centurion Ridge, but it will like start there and then spread, kind
Mhm.
of like when Zeddy Boy uses his fog, which I really hope he hasn't done yet. But yeah, basically the recap is Goldar, who's the guy from Angel Grove. Um,
We met him, right? We met
yeah,
Goldar. It's not.
you.
I thought so. I just wanted to make sure.
I don't think you did. You got the coin from Link, who met him,
Right. Right. Right.
like
Right.
in the laser tag place.
Mm-hmm.
I think you might have met him. I can't remember. You came into the. I think you came into that fight late, but you were there. I want to say you were.
Yeah,
It was a while.
I try to like remember that half of my I have so much knowledge. I have so much ranger knowledge in my actual brain. I try to not meta, but sometimes it's hard.
Yeah. I will say that you heard enough about Goldar that you can like gold monkey wolf guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like specifically was ordered to give you a coin, essentially.
Okay.
Um, and you're hearing now. I'm trying to figure out how to say it. So, and the Zeo Crystal was the Zeo Crystal piece. The Julie Roberts Zeo Crystal is like, so he thought he was doing bad. He thought he was taunting you, but really it was kind of the universe orchestrating to put the coin in your possession. Because if Angel Grove falls, everything will fall from it, and you will probably be the last ranger left, and you will have to use its power. It's very dangerous. I don't wish it to happen to you because two separate types of power with one ranger is very unstable. But it is essentially an emergency beacon. And it's only to be used if there's only you and maybe one other ranger left. But if the darkness starts to spread,
We light
you
the beacons of
basically.
Gondor.
What was that?
We light the beacons of Gondor. That's what I'm hearing.
Yes, but just the one beacon, and it's basically you.
Okay.
Quentin was a very special case, but unfortunately, Quentin is also a special case because of what happened between him and Zed.
Okay.
And you had a vision of that. I understand. I was not there for that because I was in a basement, but I've caught up a little bit with your kind of psionic wave history, and you saw a scene that that only he experienced, and I did not enjoy feeling that energy. I worry a lot for him, but apparently the universe is taking care of it. So I'm less worried. I'm more worried for us. But basically, Goldar thought he was like taunting you and trying to like corrupt you, but it was really the universe using Goldar to make sure you got like a Hail Mary pass if you needed Hail Mary. Did I say that right? I heard that during a showing of Rudy, I guess. So
I mean, it's definitely a football term. I don't know what it really means. I think it's a really good thing. I think it's like
okay.
a last
So
ditch effort.
it's a good thing. It's no other spectrum will be able to use that coin. It is definitely it has its own name now because it should not exist in the form it does. And there is one kind of side effect of it that I don't actually know. I just know that it is like the last resort, and anything that asks you for that coin shouldn't it? No one should ever ask you for that coin. Like, not even me. Like, that is yours for an emergency. That is so bad. You're the only ranger left standing with maybe one ally.
Okay. I mean, the creepy demon cat thing did ask me for it. He tried to get it from me. So
I would be concerned about that. I would be concerned about that. But
yeah,
yeah,
it wasn't fun.
sounds...
He tried to kill me, but I'm not dead, so that's good.
Yeah, that's part of what makes the Yellow Spectrum great. You're not dead. We survive and live on. We're pretty good leaders. I hope someday you can meet. I think you'd really like the Yellow Eagle Ranger. I feel like she would fit your vibe. She hasn't been called yet, but she will be soon. I kind of can see it in the time stream coming. So I hope that one day you get to meet her.
That would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so where do we go from here?
Okay, so where we go from here, is we are going to get you back in your body so that you are in a physical state so that you can use me for the battle. My hope is that it is not too late. That is my hope.
I also hope that it is not too late because that sounds really bleak, and that doesn't line up with the whole Hopeful Ranger thing. So
yeah, I agree. So a couple of caveats. One is that I don't know what kind of power I have left because technically Ooze drained all of us in the different 40-year periods. And so like Red did something and like got Red talking again like maybe a week or two ago. So like I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I couldn't talk to you, but I kept trying to talk to you and either you couldn't hear me or something was muffling it. I'm guessing it has to do with Ivan and flowers. There are flowers in Centurion Ridge. Have you noticed the flowers?
It's been a minute, John. Can you remind me if I know the flowers?
Yes, they're the flowers you get finding in basements that are like black.
Oh, yeah. I thought so, but I wasn't sure. Okay, cool. Yeah. Then yes.
I'm guessing the flowers have something to do with it because there's like some real bad energy around them, like the bald lady that was like keeping an eye on us in the basement sometimes, like brought flowers around to keep us subdued. So I'm assuming black flowers are bad and they're involved. But that's all about I know, and I don't like that I don't know more because I'm supposed to know a whole bunch of stuff as a part of a giant celestial crystal.
Sure.
Who can take the form of again, this is Julia Gooley. No, I'm not saying that right. Julia something. The form of Julia. I'm Julia. I'm fancy. Fancy Julia.
Oh, yeah. Julia Roberts?
Julia Roberts. Okay. If you'd like, you can call me Julia Roberts. I just exist as Zeo Yellow. Sometimes I'm a number. I feel really like I kind of wish I had a name, but you know.
I'll just call you Julia. It doesn't make sense for me to say your first and last name. Just like nobody generally calls me Leah McKenzie. It's usually just Leah.
Okay. I mean, you're known in the prophecy as Miss McKenzie, so you know it's whatever.
That's fine.
There is. I do not want to concern you again, but again with the coin, there is something attached to it that is very bad, but no one can see what it is because something is obscuring our vision of the future. I don't know if any of the other parts of the crystal have realized that yet, but there's something worse than the Emperor, and we can't see what it is. And the Emperor is supposed to be the worst thing in the universe because he just consumes and changes and kills. And we can't see what's worse, but there's something worse.
Okay.
And not to terrify you, but you're kind of part of that prophecy. And that coin is part of that prophecy. So don't worry about it now, but maybe something for future down the road to think about.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah, you know what? It's fine.
I mean, it's
We're
not. It's a bad position to put you in because, you're just like starting out in life, right? You're like
yeah,
1950 something. I don't know ages.
1950. Yeah, I'm a teenager-ish person. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, it's not. All of the Power Rangers, like personally between you and me and the forest of the totem, it puts you in a really hard position because it's power, but it comes at a cost that nobody else really knows, even other Rangers. And I'm glad you chose it because it's so wonderful to know you and to kind of help you out right now and however long I'll be with you. But it's really hard and it's very lonely, and I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I'm
We'll be okay.
really
It's
sorry.
gonna be fine. No, it's okay. It's all right. I have been taking care of people for a really long time, so I don't mind continuing that. It won't
Yeah.
last forever.
It won't last forever, but I just a lot of people be like, "Yay, Power Rangers," and I'm just like, there's a
I
part of
mean,
me that's
sure.
like, yes, but so I just wanted to let you know the universe, parts of the universe really hear you, and that's sort of what the spectrum is for. And if we ever get into the city of tomorrow, there's a whole cadre of Yellow Rangers that are there, your friends and supporting you. So,
Is that when I die?
I'm no, it's a literal place in the future you can go to. Like it's
Okay,
called, yeah.
I didn't know if it was like dead Power Rangers or it just felt, it's been a very bleak day. It's been a weird
No, yeah,
day.
yeah. I understand. No, like it's like a literal city in like a
Oh, okay.
bubble, and like it's like there's like the Yellow Rangers technically like run the time call center, so they like call other Rangers like when they're having like an emergency, and you have to use like a special jewel, like the Jewel of Storms, to
Okay.
do it. But like it's not germane to this, but just like there is like some people just end up at like the Time Academy, for instance, and they go out and they like do rangering like freelance for other teams. So yeah, but no, it's a real place. It's not like death. I'm not talking about death.
Oh, okay.
I don't
All
know.
right. Well,
We don't actually know what happens when a ranger dies. Come to think of it.
um, I don't. Let's not find out today.
Yeah, let's not
Let's
find out.
just.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
let's see about getting you back in your body. We're
let's
gonna
let
give
that
it
be a surprise for later, shall we?
a good surprise. We'll call it a good surprise. That's what we'll
Yeah.
call it.
In like 80 years, be fine. Everything be
Yeah,
great.
yeah. Great. It'll be great. Most rangers make it to 1980 years. Yes, that is an accurate thing to say.
Okay, that sounds good. All right. Well, let's get it's going.
Okay. Yes, I've done this before. I'm sure I can do it a second time, but if you just kind of want to like so we'll go back in the van and then you just kind of like lay down on yourself, like position yourself as your body is, and in theory I should just like be able to like slam you into your body in theory.
Oh, okay. Is this gonna hurt?
uh, it shouldn't. I've only done it once before, but it didn't hurt that time. Of course, that person was also in the middle of a battle, so there were other. Yeah.
Okay. No, it's okay. Whatever happens, happens. We're okay. Everything's fine.
We'll do this, and we can do it together. We're in this together. I'm with you. It's really exciting to be alive again and talking. So I feel really good about this. Yeah.
Okay. I'll go ahead and sit onto my body, I guess. And
Yes,
you just do
you'll
whatever
sit
you do.
on your body. Yes, you sit on your shelf like you are your own beanbag chair. Please give me a culture roll, and we'll see what happens.
Ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-bum. Yeah. It's a bit. It's a bit. It's a bit. 13.
13. Good news, bad news.
Oh God.
Good news is you ended up in a body.
Oh no, was it mine?
Bad news, you wake up to Jules looking at you like in the eye. But Jules doesn't know they're looking at you, and in the back of your brain you're thinking, God, I really want to be a dentist. A dentist would be so, you just feel something like
Shit.
drain out of your body. And like you realize a half a second too late that you are in a body, but you're not in your body.
Jules. I'm Jules.
No, you are not in Jules' body. You are in the body of a 12-year-old girl that Jules is currently examining on the side of the road, who is standing stock still and is currently pointing in a direction. And as you look around, there are about 30 children every 20 meters. There's a child thereabout, and they're all kind of standing, looking in one direction and pointing in that one direction as well. And it's more terrifying than what I'm alluding it to be. It's in unison, nobody out on the street, dark skies, and all these children in Halloween costumes from about the age of 6 to 17 are just standing stock still every 20 meters, looking and pointing in a specific direction.
This has a very Doctor Who vibe.
Yes. But so you also notice, I'm just going to give this to you, that this girl's body, and Jules can't seem to see this because her hand goes right through it. There is something wrapped around this girl's body that is like feeding off of her aura, and it's like draining it down into like underneath the ground.
Okay. And this is the body that I'm into? Like that I've morphed into?
You are into it, but you get the sense you can like step to the side and you're no longer going to be in that body. But that the transfer was kind of successful, except that it wasn't your body you got implanted into.
Okay. Jules? Can she hear me?
No, she's having a conversation currently with Felix, who is like on the next person over, and then you can kind of hear Alex from the van like honking the horn.
Okay.
Or maybe Link. Someone is honking the horn. Someone is driving and impatient, and Jules was driving, which was a really big win. And nobody got run over, so we had a good day that way, you know.
Okay, so I'm gonna stand up. I don't know what else to do at this point other than stand up.
That's fine. They are going to eventually get back in the van, so it would probably be wise to head toward the van.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can see your body. They are keeping an eye on you, and like one of them like tries to talk to you, and you can't really hear what they're saying. And you hear in your voice, "Sorry, sorry, sorry. I'm sorry. Wrong body."
So wait, so so I say that?
No, you hear a voice in your head that says it, and it's Julia Roberts.
Oh, I see. I hear what you're saying. Okay. She's just gonna like growl a little bit, like the 12-year-old kid. I'm a girl, at least, I guess.
You're no longer in her body. You're your non-corporeal spirit self again, essentially.
Can I step into my body then?
You step onto your body.
We're back to where we started.
Yes. Also, Link is now giving a speech about what it means to be a hero as you head toward, quote-unquote, the old Gymboree place that got shut down. That is the obvious trap, and Alex and Link are kind of not bickering. Alex is antagonizing Link, and Link is just going into a more and more heroic speech about it.
Okay. Can I tell the thing in my head, can I tell the Zeo in my head to put me into my body now that I'm sitting on top of it?
You hear, okay, we're gonna try it again. Everything's gonna be just fine.
Good.
And on the word fine, everything seems to stop. Like, there's a solid 10 minutes where you are in your body, but not in your body, and everyone is with you, but in about 10 minutes time, and you kind of start to count in 60-second increments, and that's how you know it's probably been about 10 minutes. Okay. A yellow beam of light that like appears on your hand and like moves outside of the van, and you feel yourself like yanked out of the van by this yellow light, and you kind of slam into your physical form. Luckily, you don't do it midway to where the like door is, but you slam into your body about the same time as you are no longer in the van, and you are being fishing lined in a direction toward the obvious trap Gymboree like place.
Okay. All right. So at this point, am I conscious and able to walk around and all that stuff in my own body?
You are being flung around, so you can attempt to walk. It will be high difficulty. You are being pulled somewhere, and you are now holding nunchucks in your hand. Like they like magic into your hand from your morphin space, and you're just being like pulled towards somewhere with a little bit of like expediency.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna try to walk.
All right.
I'm just
I
trying
need
to, like-
you.
Yeah, that's good. Need me to what?
I need you to give me. It's just, I'm trying to think of what this is. Give me an acrobatics roll. We're gonna see if this works.
Okay. At least it's something I have a specialization in, so that's helpful.
Well, there you go.
May not. It'll probably be a fucking failure. 19.
19. So have you ever been to like a Discovery Zone Gymboree type place?
I think so.
So it's like
Yeah,
where
I
kids
think so.
go, and it's like a fake, really small zip line and lots of like tubes to crawl around
Yeah.
and like roller slides and stuff like that.
Sounds like a circle of hell. Yeah.
Yeah. You slam into you kind of step out of the thing. You're still holding the nunchucks, but like you slam face first into one of those like blue gym mat things that's on a wall. And apparently no one's been here in a while because like you get like a face full of dust.
Ugh, gross. Last time I was in a gym, I got attacked by Tengas.
There are no Tengas here. In fact, there is no one here. All the lights are on, but no one is home. You can hear something happening at
No,
the
don't
employee
talk about Link
entrance.
like that.
Aw. But no. So there's no one up here. But you can hear something happening downstairs past the employee entrance. But there's no one on this floor.
Okay. And now that I'm slammed back into my body, am I with anyone or am I alone again?
You are alone, and you are covered in the dust and probably like those weird dust mite things that live in the dust of this weird non-trademarked, definitely its own thing, Gymboree style place. I just couldn't think of another word for it. We thought we came up with the name in the episode, and I've completely forgotten it. I think we call it like Play or something like that, but it's that.
I'm spending a lot of time alone. But I'm going to make sure that I am me again. So now that I'm back in my body, I'm assuming that I'm not morphed, right? I'm just Leah.
No, you are morphed.
Oh, am I? I'm back. I'm still morphed. Okay.
You are morphed, and the nunchucks are like in your hand, and they are glowing yellow.
Okay. So I guess you said something about talking to our nunchucks. So can I have a conversation with the nunchucks? With
Yeah, you can
Julia?
have a conversation with the nunchuck, and they go, "Okay, that worked. It's in your head. Like you can't physically like it doesn't have like a little mouth on the nunchucks or anything,
Right.
so it's in your head. But you can have a head conversation with the nunchucks."
Okay. All right, Julia, where the hell are we?
We are above the end of the world, I think.
What does that mean?
Apparently, Gold has gone crazy because Gold is you have Fee likes no Link no Felix
Felix?
Felix
He's one of my team, yeah.
He is having a conversation with Gold, and Gold is being purposely obtuse and antagonistic, which is kind of like Gold, but it also feels a little too real. I think Gold's been alone too long.
Oh God. Okay. And Felix.
He's been drained. The black flowers are all drained hopes and dreams.
Okay, that's ominous.
I can feel it. I hate it. It's so bad. It's be glad you can't feel this.
Well, I can feel you, like, and feel how anxious you are, so that's not good.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's kind of the end of the world, because if Ooze and Gold work together, Gold is one of the most powerful forces in the galaxy. If Gold chooses to work with Ooze and let Ooze use him, there's no coming back from that.
Okay, so
that does something.
how do we get Gold to stop being
Dude,
pain in the ass?
Felix is doing a good job. I think Gold and Felix are going to try something, but I think we need to get downstairs to where they are doing the thing at. Because if it's like a team thing, we haven't done a team thing in a long time. I'm not even sure if we can.
Okay, well, how would that look? What would happen if you did a team thing?
Oh, well, so we're kind of based on you have a country here where they do hieroglyphs. What is it?
Egypt. That's Egypt. Yeah.
Egypt. We have this kind of like team attack thing that we've only been able to do once, and it's like a pyramid shape, and it's like it's a lot, but it involves like us being in different corners of the room, and then Gold is kind of at the center of the thing, and then he does a thing, and I want to say the word hurricane because I got that from like your memories, because it looks right, but I don't know if that's it's very risky, and if it goes wrong, boy, it goes wrong. But if it goes right, it's probably going to work. Hopefully, yes.
Okay. So where are the other colors?
They are all. Oh, that's interesting. They all seem to be moving in a formation. I don't hear Gold anymore, so either he has been successfully moved by your Pink Ranger Felix, or he's joined Ooze. Either way, things are happening down below. Why is it always below? Everything bad happens below. Hate basements. Basements are the worst. I don't know how you feel about basements, but I hate basements.
I don't love basements.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I imagine if they're in a formation, it feels like maybe they have all attached to their various rangers, because we do that whole formation thing, team stuff. So, do you have a way to like take me or guide me to where the other energies are, if that makes sense?
I mean, there's a door over there, and I think there's stairs, because that's where everybody else went. I think Gold was trying to pull you close. That was what that thing was, because that wasn't me. I don't quite know what that was, but this is the first time we've all been active together since like the 1840s, I guess, when Red got absorbed. So
Okay, well, I'll go through the door.
okay.
Why not?
So it is kind of a Doctor Who thing. It is hard to describe exactly, but it is longer than any basement should be. It is filled with black flowers. What was that?
It is bigger on the inside.
Yes. You had to go down a set of stairs, by the way. They were a little slippery, but like I'm not going to make you roll for that, because you got down them just fine. But it's very clear to you that Gold has a lot of power, because this room is warped. Like, you just know it's longer than it should be. Like, your brain is like, yeah, this is some Super Power Ranger stuff. Like, you're not really sure what happened. There are black flowers literally everywhere. Your teammates are moving into formation. By the time you get to the bottom of the stairs, they're in formation, and you just hear a voice in your head of this kind of like old, half crazed male voice, and you don't quite know who it is, but it goes, "All right, we're going to see if this works. If it doesn't, we're all dead." And then there is a blinding flash of golden light, and you just feel yourself like yanked. And for the first time in a long time, you feel kind of in communion with something. It's a little off because it's not you using your power weapon with the other rangers to build a purification weapon. It's a Zeo weapon, and it does look like a hurricane from where you stand. And you watch as Felix, in kind of this pink armor with gold overlay over the top of it, essentially pushes Ooze into the opposite wall and like slams him down. And you just see Felix in this like gold armor kind of hovering. No one else has really noticed that he's hovering a little bit, which feels like something someone should have said something about. But he floats back down to the earth, and you sort of watch as the flowers that had turned black go a little bit gray, and it feels like some sort of emergency has sort of passed, and you hear in your head, "Oh wow, that I'm not used to that. That hurts a little bit." I don't think we're dead. I will say, if gold offers you something, I wouldn't trust it.
Okay. So I'm gonna approach my team. I think that's probably my best next step.
So where we ended the episode was I kind of metagamed you at the bottom of the stairs, going, "I'm right here," and holding up your nunchucks. So
okay.
if you want to add something to that, we totally can. But that's sort of where we went to black because I didn't want to play your character too much. But they do see you in physical form. Like, they were concerned about you. They were actually like looking for you, and they're happy to see you at the.
Okay. Sorry. I can't tell if you're paused.
I'm not paused. I just wanted to give you space for like if you wanted to say.
Fair. Yeah. I'll just raise my nunchucks. Like, hey guys, I'm over here. What did I miss?
Jules is like, I have a lot of things to tell you. And gives you kind of a look, and you can see like even with visors on, like Jules is like high beamed right at you, but also is like picking a flower off of her arm, as though she was captured. And Alex was like, Tanga smell, and does like a little smell thing.
Okay.
But then also gives you like a heads up.
Cool.
And Link, by the way, Link like kind of looks like he's like half covered in dirt, like he rolled around in the floor a little bit.
Okay. Good to know. So business as usual. That's what I'm seeing.
Yes.
Okay. And Felix is just like in this weird gold sheen. Like, otherwise, what's his vibe on?
There's like he feels more powerful. Like, gotcha. You don't even need like a ranger wand to be like, he's upgraded. He's clearly, something has happened to him. He's not floating, but like the gold armor over him looks like the Gold Zeo shield. So he's got like the round piece with the big shoulder pad things on it, and he is holding on to the wand, and you hear a voice in your head, and it's that older male voice again, and go, "There you are. I've been trying to talk to you for a long time."
Okay. I'm gonna ignore that for right now.
I hear you're ignoring me. Well, I'm part of your team now. Can't ignore me forever, Leah.
So, catch me up, guys. Jules, what's going on?
Yes, Jules. Oh, there you go. Can you still hear me?
I can, yeah.
Okay, that moved everything around. That was weird. Since I don't want to metagame exactly what Jules will tell you, we will say that will happen. You'll have time to catch up. You are super hungry. Like as the adrenaline is starting to wear off and you're back in your body, you have not eaten or had water in at least enough time to be concerning.
Yeah. Okay. Although it seems like a bad idea for me to eat anything that's right, nearby.
Link is already talking about a breakfast burrito truck that he really likes that's nearby.
Okay.
He does not actually seem as bummed about like not being chosen to be the big hero as you would think necessarily. So
Interesting. Okay. So do we go get something to eat?
yes, you can go get something to eat because this is kind of where the episode ended. And
Okay.
so I want to give you the opportunity now as we're kind of in the post episode. Is there anything that you want to research? Do you want to try reaching out to Alpha? Do you want to try? Is there anything you would like to try?
Yeah, I think I would reach out to Alpha and just tell him what happened. And before even like talking to Jules about what I missed, just like filling him in and like asking him about the history of the Zeo crystals and all that stuff. Just wanting to get that information.
So you're gonna be able to. I'll just go in Alpha voice and go. I mean, I haven't. The Zeo crystals are. They're very special. They were supposed to protect pretty much anywhere. We had to hide them from Ivan. I guess we weren't as successful as we hoped we'd be in doing that. I mean, they're not meant to be in one place forever. They're much too powerful for that. So I don't have them forever, but I haven't really. I never interacted with them much. I mean, I'm a robot, not a person. So, well, I'm kind of a person. I'm person-like, person-shaped, as you'd say.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell also about the whole like not trusting gold, being told not to trust gold, and like what does that mean? And also, is it bad that Felix looks the way he does right now? Does that mean like Felix? It's a lot of things. A lot of things.
Yeah. So Alpha goes, well, I don't know that I'd agree with that. I mean, I would trust any of the Zeo crystal pieces with my very circuitry. I guess maybe it's possible that much time left alone would do something, even to a sentient crystal from beyond time. I don't really. I would trust any of them, really.
Okay.
And he says, no. I mean, it's a great honor to be chosen by the gold staff. That gold armor will be a great asset in the future fight against Ooze. It sounds like it did some very powerful things. I am a little concerned that that you were lost to the morphin grid. That is quite rare and very strange.
Yeah, it definitely seems like people are really, I don't know if interested is the right word, but I've heard a lot of people like talking about how yellow is, I don't know, unstable or like able to be corrupted. They kept saying the corrupted coin, like all the things.
Well, I mean, any ranger can be corrupted because all of the spectrum is built on the good portions of who you are, but there's bad portions to every ranger spectrum. You know, a red ranger's courage can also mean they're very foolhardy, and that's why ranger spectrum teams are always balanced, because you learn and grow from each other and learn to embrace the good while kind of not downplaying. I don't know the word, but like there's shadow and light inside each ranger.
Yeah.
Any ranger could be corrupted. Unfortunately, it just so happened that's what happened here with Quentin.
Mm-hmm.
but he's recovering now that I know of, at least, which is good.
So Percy didn't die.
No, he's alive, but he's recovering.
Okay, good.
It was not good. I don't know why you have his coin, and I don't like that I don't know why you have his coin, but keep it safe. keep it safe.
I'll keep it secret and keep it safe.
Thank you. He means a lot to us. I'm very worried, but yeah. But any ranger could be corrupted. It just so happens that it was the Yellow Ranger from us. That's very sad. It wasn't his fault though. It was extreme. It was just extremely bad. That's all.
Okay. Do you know what the space was that I was in? I sort of described the space and see if there's anything in the history that might tell me a little bit more about where I was.
Well, it sounds like it sounds like a jail, but it doesn't sound like any other than saying it sounds like a prison. It doesn't sound familiar.
And I tell him what the walls said.
That's very strange. That's the Zeo crystal, and then the energems are from what's now known as Amber Beach. They were some of the first pieces of meteor that created Power Rangers on Earth back when dinosaurs were around. It's very strange.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah,
they don't have an alpha unit in their Ranger team. They have a smart lady scientist.
Who doesn't have an alpha?
Well, not every team gets an alpha. Not everyone is this lucky, I guess, except for, well, there was the Alpha 3 unit that went crazy, but most of his circuitry was fixed.
Yeah, I'm just a little overwhelmed. I mean, it's not every day that you get pulled out of your body, physically pulled out of your body, and you're not dead.
I am concerned that we can find you. I'm also. You said you teleported?
I did, but within the space. So it's not
Huh. Because you'd have to be close to Angel Grove to teleport, but I didn't have any signatures from you. I haven't had a Yellow Ranger signature here for longer than I care for. But I'm
not sure. I mean, I didn't go anywhere. I just kind of
Well, yeah, but if you teleport, you leave a signature trail because it's quite a bit of energy to expend. It's why you can't do it in Centurion Ridge, because it's too much. It's too long a route for the energy transfer from the command center. That's why we built the Ridge Racers, so that something could help you move quicker. It's very strange that you teleported at all and I didn't get any notification of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It was all just very, very weird. And also tell him about
weird.
It is, and I'll tell him about the tarot cards as well.
Tarot cards. Well, we had an ally here that was using tarot cards, but he had to leave, as far as I know. I never got to meet him, but they talked about him. He ran a tea shop.
Yeah, that was him. He was down there.
I was told he left Angel Grove.
Well, he might have. I don't know that I was in Angel Grove. I don't have a clue where I was.
No, that's fair. And you never got outside, I guess.
No, because by the time I finally got to a certain point, I was pulled away, and I don't know. It was still very confusing and very.
I wonder if you and Link were in the same place, but I noticed Link.
Yeah, I mean, I saw Link, but he couldn't see me. So I don't know. I didn't know if that was real, because I don't know what was real down there.
I would assume it was all real.
Okay, so they were all down there at one point.
That's very strange.
Mhm.
Because Lynx was the only signature I caught, and I only caught it fleetingly as he was teleporting away,
Mhm.
which was not something should have been able to do, and he also didn't know why he was so close to Angel Grove.
Yeah, it's just really confusing, and I would like to not have that happen again if I could.
I would like that for you as well. I'm trying so hard to get you all on a training schedule, so that things can get so the next time you see Ivanus, hopefully you'll beat him for good.
That would be great.
Yes, I will say if you have trouble contacting me, we are having a little bit of trouble here in Angel Grove with the stars. They seem to be going out a little bit, but everything is fine. It's just like one star right now. But like if stars start going out, that's something you should let me know if you like see any that are missing. Just like any at all.
I mean, like stars in the sky?
Yeah, like stars in the sky.
What do you mean they're going out?
Well, I'm hearing this secondhand because I can only see from the viewing globe because I can't actually leave the building. But like I've been hearing from the rangers that they're going out over Angel Grove, and I've been keeping account, and right now it's very low, and I'm hoping it stays low because if the stars go out completely, that's at least no more teleportation because you need star energy for teleportation. So obviously that would be real bad. But
Yeah.
that would be. There's no reason that anything should happen that would be that bad. It should be fine. And the way he says it should be fine is that like Friends Ross kind of fine, where the tone goes up real high,
Yeah.
and you're like, it's not
I don't know why
fine,
it
but
sounds like
also, yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's just hope that that doesn't happen.
Yes. Yes. It would be. Everything's going to be okay. You are here. You are in your physical body, and that's action. And also, you're all alive, and you've met the Zeo weapons. That's a very big honor. Yeah.
Okay. I guess if you figure anything out, just let me know.
I have a lore library. If it's still where it was the last time I checked, it does tend to move. Actually, it doesn't until recently. But if you'd like me to, like, I can look and see if there are any prophecies involving you. You said something about a prophecy. I can check and see. I'm also working on upgrades for you, so like hopefully soon we'll get you another upgrade, so you can be even more phenomenal than you were before. That's the goal.
Okay. Yeah. No, that'll be good. Yeah, and just keep in mind when you're looking for a prophecy that I'm referred to as Miss McKenzie, not Leah, not my whole name, just my last name.
Huh? You're not referred to as the Yellow Ranger?
Miss McKenzie is what I was told.
That's very, because normally you're referred to as Yellow Ranger, and then sometimes there'll be some numbers to help the academy out when you have to call them. I'm not supposed to know about the academy, but something happened to me, and I know about them, and I don't know why. But one problem at a time. One problem at a time.
Yeah. Yeah. Just keep me posted. In the meantime, I think.
Yes, I do have a question for you before you go.
Sure.
No one else has tried to contact me for a little while, and I was getting a little worried about that. Has your Black Ranger been getting transmissions of some kind from space?
Not that he is told. He's not very open with us. I can ask him.
I would find out if he's been getting any transmissions of any kind, because there's some very strange activity on the Black spectrum that I've never seen before, and it does not seem bad, but it seems very like something to be aware of if he's receiving transmissions from space. That might mean that he's on the Emperor's radar, but it's hard to say.
I do know he had a dream. We all had weird dreams one night, and his was like Star Wars related, I guess.
What is Star Wars like stars and there's a war?
It's a movie franchise, and it's kind of. It's hard to explain exactly, but there's
should I ask Eddie about that? Eddie knows movies.
Eddie knows movies. He'll definitely know this movie for sure.
Okay,
this is a very popular
Eddie's our
thing.
Black Ranger if you're ever here in Angel Grove. Yes.
Oh, I was thinking of Ernie. My brain went to Ernie.
We do have an Ernie. But you also have an Ernie. Yes, Ernies are everywhere. They are one of the great allies of the galaxy. Wherever there's an alpha, there's probably an Ernie not far behind.
And he's got a lot of pop culture knowledge, so that's why I assumed you meant him.
Oh, okay. No, I normally ask Eddie about that. I've never met Ernie, but I know of Ernie from the Viewing Globe, and he seems very nice.
He is very nice.
Except for the one time when he was frozen into an evil snowman. But he's very nice otherwise.
Yeah, that sounds like a story time. In the meantime, though, I think I'm going to go get some sleep because today's been a very long day.
Yes, it sounds like it, but thank you for hanging in there. Not every ranger ever gets to meet even a piece of the Zeo crystal, so boy, it's quite, considering the circumstances, it's pretty good luck that you got to talk to yours.
Yeah, I'm just a lot to process,
Yes, but it's good because you've survived, 2-3 encounters with Ivanus now. That's more than most people even have in their lifetime. So you're doing good. You're doing a good job. Good job, Ranger.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But again, I think I'm just gonna go lay down for like 3 days or something. It's been a very, very long day.
Yes, please do, and take care of yourself.
I'll try. I mean, hopefully I don't get teleported into, Neverland again or Wonderland, Underworld. The places. I don't want to go there again.
I don't want you to go there either. We had Brick, who's our Pink Ranger, was telling me at a place in the Shadow Zone where there was a giant Spider-Man, and I was like, that doesn't sound fun at all. But he got a power weapon from it, so I guess trade off. I guess I don't know how to say it. It sounds really bad when I say it that way.
Yeah, it doesn't sound fun by any means.
No.
But we get through, and it'll be okay. It'll be fine.
Yeah. And so eventually you do the thing where it's the awkward silence, and then the call will just kind of end, and your TV screen will go down.
Yeah.
There is a weird moment where the screen blitzes, and for a second you see the Atari game Pong go across the screen like a please hold thing that he's created, but then it eventually goes away, and you are left with your exhaustion, and you will sleep. Maybe not for 3 days. It may have been an exaggeration, but you will be able to get some sleep, as there will be a brief pause in the battle structure for everyone to recuperate, and ask questions next time you see each other, which is the goal and the hope.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Yep. Thank everyone for tuning in to this one-shot adventure. Reminder that Power Ranger Centurion and the Power Ranger podcast are on a winter hiatus, but that does not mean there are not plenty of exciting things coming during the winter break from Shadows of Nox. Of course, we always have our Monday shows, our Tuesday shows, which are Shadowrun and then Avatar every other week normally. And then we'll have this episode of Power Ranger Centurion, and Centurion will return in the new year at some point, and we'll figure that out, and we'll have lots of cool stuff. I want to thank you for joining me, Katie. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next time for more Power Rangers Centurion.